Plaintiff Jeray McGee says she and the defendant have been friends for 10 years, and they were so close that they even smoked marijuana for the first time together. Jeray's suing because right after she bought a car from the defendant, it broke down, so she wants her money back. Defendant Kawante Miles admits that she and Jeray smoked marijuana together, and she claims Jeray once got so high that she actually thought she was dead. Kawante insists Jeray knew the car had problems when she bought it, so Kawante refuses to refund her money.
Start with you.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Good.
I'm here today because me and Kawante, we've been friends for 10 years, and to prove that, I still have a letter from 4th grade stating that she was my best friend and I was never fake.
Let's see. My best friend. All right. That is nice. And find my letter. My mother kept a letter for a long time. The school gave her where I written to one of them other little kids saying, "Give me your potato chip money or else." I believe he said something like that. Something like that. It got me in trouble too. But that's nice. Good. My mother kept a letter for a long time. The school gave her where I written to one of them other little kids saying, "Give me your potato chip money or else." I believe he said something like that. Something like that. It got me in trouble too.
Plaintiff Jeray McGee is suing her former friend, who claims Jeray once got so high from smoking marijuana that she actually thought she was dead.
Go ahead.
Well, let me tell you about us. Kawante was like an only child, and my mom had 7 children. Mm-hmm. So she was always coming over on the weekends. Like, she was like a sister to us. And one day, me and Kawante, we got high for the first time. So
high off what?
Weed.
Okay.
Marijuana. So
how old?
15 or 16.
Mm-hmm.
So we were so paranoid and scared that my mom was going to catch us, and my mom don't play. This is her right here.
Okay.
She don't play.
She look like she ready to get you again. Go ahead.
So we started slapping ourselves in the face, trying to not make ourselves seem high or whatever. And she didn't catch us, so. But this is the first time she heard about it today, y'all.
I told you she's looking like she wants to get you. So, other than this car you're suing for?
We haven't talked to each other since then.
But up until then, everything was still fine?
Yes.
All right. And you want to tell me anything about your friendship before we get to the car?
Yeah, we've been friends since we were in 5th grade. So one time we decided we was gonna smoke, and we were in a car, and I'm like, I'm not feeling the vibe in the car. I'm like, Jeray, like, let's go. She like, relax. Like, not even 10 seconds later, she like, come on, Kawante, like, we gotta go. Like, she started feeling how I was feeling. So we jump out the car, start running down the street. It's snowing, it's freezing outside. So I fall in the snow, I'm rolling in the snow, like, Smokey off Friday. She like, what did you do? And I'm like, I don't know.
Y'all must have had some crack in that weed. I never heard of that off no weed. Go ahead.
People that was in the car, they started the car and it like backfired. So me and her thinking it's gunshots. We take off running. I run behind the house and it's like a bush. She like, where you going? I'm like, I don't know, we gotta get out of here. So we take off running. Any car that would stop at the corner, like we taking off running thinking it's them trying to get us. And then like another time, we tried it one more time. We sitting in the house. We vibe cool. Next thing you know, Jeray look at me like, Kawante, I'm dead. I'm like, you don't look dead. So we go upstairs in this tiny bathroom. I'm busting out laughing. She look in the mirror like I'm really dead. I'm like, you don't look dead though. So she go downstairs. So I go downstairs after. She laid out on the couch like, I'm about to die, Kawante. They own the R in my name. Once they get to the E, like I'm gonna be dead. They spelling my name on the roller coaster. So that's some story.
Else. That wasn't no weed, y'all. Go ahead now. Refund for a car.
Well, on March 16th, Kiwante had posted a Facebook ad and said she wanted to sell her car. I still got it.
Let's
And
see,
she was selling it for $1,500, and she had said it only needed a tune-up and an oil change. And I went to a mechanic after I had bought the car or whatever. He gave me a list of everything that what was wrong with the car major. And
Why did you take it after? Why didn't you take it?
this was after I bought the car, the invoice of the
Did
mechanic.
it break down?
No, 15 minutes later, the next day I gave her the 200, the 1,200. And what happened? Right
That's
after
that
she
weed.
left.
Go ahead.
Right after she left, I couldn't start the car up. It wouldn't start up.
Okay.
So it took me about 15 minutes just to start the car up. I took the car back to my mom's house and parked it.
This is right after?
Right after I gave her the
paying?
money.
All right. And you took it back to your mother's?
Yeah, I went to
Why
park it
didn't you
at her
take
house.
it back to her?
My phone was dead. I couldn't even call her when I was trying to start the car up.
Did you take it back the next day?
No, we met
Why?
up the next day.
Did you ask for your money back? The next day?
The next day.
And what did she say?
She had to pay renter's insurance, making excuses, and she said she already had put a car note on another car.
But she agreed that she would
Yes.
give you your money back?
I have it in the text messages.
Okay. Ma'am, let me hear from you.
Okay, so March of 2014, I had posted on, like, I wanted to sell my car. So I said I was selling it for $1,500. She texted me like, oh, well, I want to buy a car. I'm like, okay, well, I'm selling mine, because she must have seen my post on Facebook. So she like, okay, $1,200 the highest I could go. So I'm like, okay. So I made sure I text my mechanic, like, is $1,200 a good price to sell my car for? Because he's the one who fixes on my car and stuff. He like, yeah, $1,200 is a good price. So I have the texts from him that's saying it's okay, like, for the seller for $1,200.
This was after I bought the car, the invoice of the
Did
mechanic.
it break down?
No, 15 minutes later, the next day I gave her the 200, the 1,200. And what happened? Right
That's
after
that
she
weed.
left.
Plaintiff Jeray McGee is suing her former friend, who claims Jeray once got so high from smoking marijuana that she actually thought she was dead.
Go ahead.
The day I get my car, I go pick her up. Like, the car stopped on us, like, that's what the car does, it will cut off. It stopped on us like 3
You
times.
knew
She's
that
in-
before you sold it?
Yeah, she was in the car. Like, we were in the car
No, it
together.
didn't stop on her.
Hold on.
Like, it stopped a few times, so she knew.
And you knew that before you sold
Yeah,
it to her?
yeah. So she still wanted the car. I ended up getting into like a fender bender, and the bumper had fell off. So we took it
You
to my
knew that
mechanic.
before you sold it to her as well?
Yeah, like we had gotten into a little accident. So she still wanted the car. We go over to the mechanic's house to see how much he would charge me, because I was gonna pay to get the bumper fixed, because that had just happened. So she still wanted the car. The next day, she still wanted the car. We go get the title switch. She still want the car as is, so she took it to her mechanic. I had told her, like, the car needs like an oil change. I told her what I know, and I said, I think a
I
tune-up.
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'll read it.
Okay.
I'll read it to you.
Okay,
in a minute.
so
I'm just gonna
she-
let you tell me.
Okay, so then she says her mechanic says that car runs too good for it to be the tune-up, and they was waiting on some wires. We still went downtown, got the title switched over, still wanted the car. So my mechanic had recommended that she go out to a car shop and get it plugged up to a computer. So I never got the car plugged up to a computer before. So when they had all these problems, and I'm telling you, like, I didn't know, I never got it plugged up before, so I didn't know that all that was had happened. So my mechanic said, like, for y'all to side with y'all friendship, y'all might as well sell the car. So we agreed on selling the car, which I have texted. She sent me pictures, everything.
Let's
like
see it, please.
And I told her, like, you knew the car cut off. Like, when we was in the car, you could have been like, I don't want the car, but you still want to get the
See what
title switched and
mechanic
everything.
says.
The
Ma'am,
mechanic,
Because we had it.
ma'am,
Okay.
you misrepresented the car. You said that the car's for sale for $1,500. Only needs an oil change and a tune-up. Why did you say that?
My mechanic had been told me, like, I think your car
Okay.
needs a tune-up.
All
And
right.
the oil, it was past the numbers on the thing. So I
So
knew
you
the oil
did
change.
have a mechanic telling you the things that were wrong.
Yeah, and those are the two things.
And that's
Yep.
the only thing the mechanic told you.
Yeah, that
You're
she
gonna have
got-
to go and get your money from the mechanic.
Okay.
Yeah. There's you even saying, let's get to this text messages. Talk fast to me about that. All right. So you're not even gonna try and make it right? This is what she says to you. I have rent, lights, renter's insurance, car note, just as she said. And then she says, would you have given me my money back? You say, yeah, because I only sold it to you because I wanted a new car. What do you have to say about that? Want to talk fast on that? Or you want to read it? Read it for yourself. Read it fast.
I know what it
Like you
says.
talk fast. Talk fast, read it fast. Yeah, I know you're not. Judge me for the plaintiff. Give her her money back. Have a good day.
I really don't have nothing to say. I mean, it did salvage our friendship, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't have nothing to say either.